Hi everyone, this is Professor Mayunga and you are watching ERUDIRE Plus, the professional CAD/CAM solution provider. Let's get started. Hello viewers, this is our 21st exercise and we'll be modeling this one using Autodesk Fusion 360. You can see three views are available. This is the front one, this is top, and this is isometric one. And from these figures, it is evident that it is better to start with the front view. And initially we need to draw a set of circles. Some of them will be concentric and some of them will be some distance away from the previous centers. These two circles will be concentric and these two will be again with the offset distance of 9 mm from the previous centers, right? So after sketching this one, we need to extrude this one to a depth of 20 mm and we need to provide some specific holes at 60 degree away, and inside that holes we need to provide some bars which is having through hole of diameter 10 mm inside, right? So without wasting time, let us start our modeling using Autodesk Fusion 360. First of all, we need to create a new design and you can save this one by a name of exercise 21 and we can save it to a specific folder by the name of Fusion. Let us save it. You can see it is saved by the name of exercise 21. As I told before, it will be started with the front plane only. So starting with sketch and let us select front plane. Initially we need to draw one construction line. So starting with lines, and it will be of construction line. Now let us change the line type from construction line to solid line. We can start drawing concentric circles from this location. This one will be having diameter of 100 mm. Enter. Another circle to be drawn with a diameter of 92 mm. These two are concentric circles. Next one, at a specific distance away with an offset distance of 9 mm, we need to make another concentric set of circles. So starting from here, let us provide two circles at random and we can provide smart dimension later on, right? Let us provide smart dimension to this one as 74 mm diameter and this one will be 82 mm diameter. Done. Again, we need to find the offset distance of these centers and the previous center by 9 mm. Done. So it is evident that this circle is tangent to this circle, right? All the circles are not black, so the dimensions are not fully defined. To make it fully defined, we need to put some kind of constraints, right? Let us select the horizontal and vertical constraint of this circle and the down set of circles. Done. Now it is clearly defined, so we can cut some unwanted entities by trimming. The sketch is complete, so finish the sketch and that to be extruded to a depth of 20 mm, right? So starting with extrusion, and let us select the specific areas. We need to extrude this one symmetrically. So from direction you can select as symmetric, and from measurement you can select the whole length to be extruded by a depth of 20 mm. And we are considering this operation as a new body. Done. Let us see that object. Done. You can see the drawing. The depth of extrusion is 20 mm initially, right? Now what we have to do is we need to provide some kind of holes at 60 degrees apart, and the holes are having diameter of 12 mm. Inside that holes we need to provide some bars. The length of the bars are not specified. We'll assume that the length of the bars is equal to 104 mm, and initially we need to make some holes at 60 degree apart, right? So we need to start sketching on front plane. We can create some construction lines. Let us make the line type as construction, and the same type of line to be made at 60 degrees apart. We can make separate lines at 60 degree apart, or we can do one thing, like we can make circular pattern of this line at an angle of 60 degree, right? So we will do the pattern, this will be easier. So create circular pattern, select the objects to be patterned, this line to be patterned, and this one to be patterned with respect to the central axis or this one. And we need to provide 3 of this kind. Done. And let us see the angles in between with small dimension. Let us check the angles. This is 60 degree, and again we can check this one also. So we have created 6 set of lines which are 60 degree apart. That is 360 degree is divided into 6 different segments, each having 60 degrees, right? Fine. Next to that, we need to create some holes at specific locations. Let us finish that sketch, and we need to create some specific planes, right? Let us rotate this one a little bit. Let us construct a plane which will be tangent to a face at a point. Let us select that face, this one face, and it will be tangent at this point. Done. One plane is made which is tangent to this point. Again, we need to provide another plane at this location and also another plane at this location which will be tangent to these points only, right? So again, construct tangent to face at point. This will be the face, and let us consider this one as the point. This is also made. Another plane to be made which will be tangent at this location, right? So construct plane tangent to face at point. Select that face, this one, and point will be this one. So we have made 3 different planes. Okay, right. Now what we have to do is, on this planes we have to make some holes with a diameter of 12 millimeter. Select that plane and start sketching on that. We need to draw a circle of diameter 12 millimeter. Done. Sketch is finished. Now we create a hole through this one. It will be cutting this inside circular face also. So starting with extrusion, and let's change the direction of extrusion from here to down, and from distance you can select this one to cut all the faces. Done. Again, same operation to be done at these 2 locations also. Again, select another face and start with the sketching. You need to draw a circular hole of diameter 12 millimeter. Enter. Finish the sketch, and that to be cut with extrusion. Let us set the extrusion depth from upward to downward, and from distance we can make it to all. Is cut. Done. Right. Now another set of holes to be made here. So select that specific plane, and we need to create one hole there. So we can start sketching one circle of diameter 12 millimeter. Done. Finish that sketch, and we can start extrusion in the negative direction, and from distance we can make it all. Done. Next to that, we need to provide some bars of specific length. Length is not specified in our drawing. We assume the length to be 104 millimeter, and inside that bar there will be hole of diameter 10 millimeter, right? So let us initiate the first one. You can select plane number 1. Now can make another plane which will be offset from this one at a distance of 50 millimeter. That means we need to start sketching at the middle plane, right? So construct offset plane in the negative direction by 50 millimeter. Done. This is the middle plane. On the plane we need to sketch something, right? So select that plane, and we need to start sketching on that. Let us draw 2 concentric circles of diameter 12 millimeter and another circle of diameter 10 millimeter. Done. Let us finish the sketch, Now we need to extrude that one to a specific depth. This is a circle, right? You can see. So starting with extrusion, let us select that specific area, and this one to be extruded symmetrically both sides, and instead of half length we can provide this one as whole length, and this one to be extruded to a depth of 104 millimeter. And also we want to consider this one as a defined body, so we'll not join this one. Instead of joining, we can make this one as a new body, right? Done. So this is a completely defined body which is attached with the previous pad body, right? Next one, we can use a circular pattern on this one, or we can repeat the process 3 times to make similar things, right? So circular pattern will be easier one. So create pattern, it will be circular pattern. Let us select the object to be patterned, and let us select the axis to be this one, and we're making 3 set of bars of the previous type. Done, right? Now the thing is, you can see the bars from top is not through actually. So inside this one we have to make some holes, right? So the bars actually intersecting each other. So what can we do is we can cut a hole through this one, right? We can start sketching a hole on that one. Let us select that specific pen, and we can start sketching on that. Let us select circle of diameter 10 millimeter. Done. Is the sketch, and we need to remove material from this one because it is not through, the hole is not through. So extrude, let us select that space or area, it will be extruded in the negative direction, and from distance we can select all. It's done, the hole is through. So first one is made. Now the same operation to be done for 2 other cases also, right? So again select this face, and you can start sketching on that. It will be a circle of diameter 10 millimeter. Done. Finish the sketch and that to be extruded. So starting with extrusion, select that area, and we can change the direction of extrusion to negative, and from distance we can make it all. Done. You can see it, it is through, right? Done. And again you can check this one, this is not through, some material to be cut from here, right? So we'll do the same operation here also. Select that face, start sketching on that. We need to draw a circle of diameter 10 millimeter. Done. Finish the sketch, and we need to start extrusion. Let us select the specific area, and we need to extrude in the opposite direction. So change the direction, and from distance you can make it all. Done. You can check it again. So this is through. You can see all the holes are through, right? So this is our model, but in this case we have provided different materials for these bars inside, right? Now we can provide different materials for these different sections, right? So hit A and we select metals. Let us consider polish brass for these 2 objects, and for this one we'll consider different material made up of copper, right? This will be made up of copper. It is polished copper. Done. So we have provided different material for different bodies, right? You can see this one. So this is all about our exercise 21. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again. Bye. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. And if you have any kind of doubts, please write to me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again. Bye.